Hey everyone, welcome to Tony's Travels channel. Hey everyone, I wanted to just make another video here and share a little bit more of the history and how the ministry has gotten started and how we've gotten to where we are now today. So like I've shared with you guys, I started back in 2016. I've been to Kenya 10 times. First year that I came here was in 2016. I came with a church from where I live from and went to the Mombasa area. I met briefly the first year I went with a man named Silas. He is a teacher at one of the schools where we were going to. And just met with him briefly in 2016 and we connected through Messenger throughout the year leading up to 2017. Just begun a relationship there and a friendship there. And then even a partnership here in ministry, not even knowing it. When I was here in 2016, I had a lot of people coming up to me asking me for Bibles. People at the hotel, and then when we'd be out and about in the schools and villages, and the only Bible that I had on me was my personal Bible. So like I said, when I was talking with Silas throughout the year through Messenger and just connecting with him, and I had a whole bunch of things going through my head of what I wanted to do when I went back in 2017, where I was going to take Bibles with me, some tracts, and teaching material. And so 2017 came around, and I went ahead of the church and stayed later, ended up connecting with Silas, where we started going out further into the villages away from the city and started doing door-to-door. I discovered that a lot of missionaries that do come out to Kenya here, a lot of times God's put it on their heart where they're in the bigger cities and what have you, more people. But I discovered why God has brought me out to Kenya, and that is to go out into the villages, and oftentimes the people in the villages, you're going to have to go to them. Not too often where they're going to get out of their village and make it to the bigger cities. So we started doing that, where I would go ahead of the church in 2017, 2018 and 2019. I'd come ahead of the church and meet up with Silas, and we'd do door to door. And then I'd stay later after the group went home, and we'd continue to do that. We'd go door to door. We met up with a number of different pastors of different churches, and then they would help and direct us and guide us to the homes that we needed to get to. So 2019, not knowing this would be the last year that is going to be coming because of COVID, 2020 came, and it was just, the church said they weren't going to go, and it's just too difficult to travel. I thought of almost going on my own, but just things were crazy at that time. There were people getting stuck, and just too crazy. Things changing monthly, weekly, hourly, and what have you. So I was like, I'm not taking the chance of getting a airline ticket and getting stuck somewhere or what have you. So 2021 came around, and the church that I was going with was not going to go again because things were kind of difficult still with COVID and some restrictions. But I was like, I can't miss 2 years in a row. So I was like, I guess this is a door where God's opened up where I'm going to go on my own now, and I guess kind of go full time with the ministry that God has given me. So upon this, I discovered that Silas and Millie have decided to move back to their home area, which would be in western Kenya here, Buteria area. So we're kind of north of Lake Victoria, Kisumu, and I believe not too far from the border of Uganda, maybe an hour drive or so, maybe a little further. Not quite sure, but not too far. That's kind of the area where they moved to and where the ministry kind of picked up from. Yeah, so 2021 I did come on my own, and that's how it's been now. So for the last 6 years I've been coming to the western part. We did 1 year where we traveled back to Mombasa, and that's pretty cool. Maybe make another video and talk about that a little bit. It's all a story in itself. So yeah, 4 years was in Mombasa area, and now the past 6 years have been. All right, here's a favor that kind of came here and joined us. You gonna say your name? It's recording.
My name is Farapendo. I'm in grade 1. I'm 7 years old.
Yep. So this is one of the daughters to Silas and Millie. Like she shared with you, her name is Favor, and then they have a son named Fortune too. He's somewhere here running around playing in the hotel that we're staying at.
And let me call him.
So yeah, as I was sharing, the last 4 years we're in the Mombasa area. And then I guess you could say God used COVID to open a door for me to go full time with the ministry that He gave to me. So for the most part, though, the focus is on getting Bibles into people's hands and making sure people have an understanding of the gospel. There's too many times where we're going to homes and we ask if they're believers, and they all say they're believers. And then we start asking questions, and we come to find out that they don't even know what they're believing in. So yeah, I think that's it, what I'll share for now. Let's come on here and share a little bit. I think I'm going to go a little more. I keep on getting interrupted here by Favor and Fortune, so I think we'll leave it at here. I think the next video will come on here and I'm going to share a little bit more about me and a little bit personal too. I hope it's something where maybe it could encourage someone or help someone else out that God is kind of nudging to ministry work or whatever God's nudging you to do. All right? Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that little clip there. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. Also, please leave a comment and give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.